It's been a year since my family and I moved out of India, and I've never spoken about how we did it. Honestly, there was nothing wrong with our life in India, it was all good, but we wanted to experience something different, get out of the comfort zone, and mainly to experience living and working outside India. And in the last 1 year, we have been able to do exactly that, all because of a talent visa. In this video, I'm going to be telling you about one of the talent visas of US, the O-1 visa, and this is going to be your end-to-end guide. We're going to talk about what is an O-1, who is eligible for it, what are the costs involved, and the timelines. Keep on watching. Hi guys, my name is Shachi. I'm a US visa coach. And over the last 4 years, I've worked with thousands of applicants, helping them get a US visa. Now, this video is a paid partnership with Manifest Law. Manifest Law is an established US immigration firm, and they are doing some amazing work in the field of talent visas. In fact, they have something special for you, which I'm going to be telling you at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. Let's kick off this video by understanding what exactly is an O-1 visa. Now, by definition, O-1 visa is a talent visa for extraordinary ability. That means that it's a talent visa for people who have achieved excellence in their field. Now, I know that extraordinary ability, achieving excellence in the field can be vague and confusing terms, but there are actually set criteria to determine this. And I'll be telling you more about it in just a couple of minutes. But to put things in perspective, let me give you an example. About a year back, I had a client and he got his O-1 petition and his O-1 visa approved. And his entire application was on the basis of a contribution that he made to the company's product. So the company that he was working with was rolling out a new feature, and he was one of the main product designers for that feature. Now, this feature ended up being rolled out in multiple countries and reaching a very significant chunk of the company's audience. And that was the crux, the basis of his O-1 application. And that's how he was able to show that excellence in his field. Now, to help you in this entire O-1 process, we have an exclusive WhatsApp community. It's a very unique, one of its kind WhatsApp community where there are people who are applying for O-1. I am there, Manifest Law is also there. And this will help you get real-time updates and real-time help in your entire process. And we regularly share news, some free resources every now and then. So if you're really interested in getting your O-1, I think joining this WhatsApp community is really going to help you. The link for that is right below in the description box. Do check it out. Now that we have a basic understanding of the O-1, let's go one step deeper and understand what are the eligibility criteria. Now, there are actually two types of O-1 visas, O-1A and O-1B. In this video, I'm going to be focusing only on the O-1A visa, which is meant for people who have that extraordinary talent in fields like science, education, business, and athletics. In fact, in the last 1 year, O-1A visas have become really popular because it's one of the best alternatives to work visas like H1 and L1, which are undergoing so much of uncertainty right now. Now, the O-1A criteria, that means the eligibility criteria, is actually decided by USCIS. And USCIS is a US government body which takes care of immigration and all the citizenship services. So, according to USCIS, there are 8 criteria for determining the eligibility for a O-1A visa. Now, the good news is that you don't have to meet all the 8 criteria. Even if you meet 3 out of these 8, you are eligible to apply for the O-1A. Of course, the more criteria you meet, the stronger your profile, the stronger your petition is going to look like. So I'm going to go into these 8 criteria and give you a quick summary and an overview of it. But before I do that, do keep in mind that it's not just about meeting a checklist and just checking it off your application. It's more about how you present the story, how you build that compelling evidence, which shows that you have this talent over a considerable period of time. So I've just grabbed my laptop and let's go through this 8 criteria. What I've done is that I've listed the criteria and also included one quick example so that you get a very visual picture of it. So let's begin. Number 1, national and international awards or prizes. Now at the highest level, this would be awards like the Nobel Prize or the Oscar, but even awards like Forbes 30 under 30, or there are certain awards given out by companies like Google and Microsoft, which are actually credible and which are actually recognized nationally and internationally, work as well. Number 2, memberships that require outstanding achievement. So this means memberships in organizations which are well recognized. One example could be being a senior member of an IEEE organization. Number 3, media coverage or published material about your work. Any media coverage, any published material which mentions you or your work. For example, it could be any open source contribution that you have done, or it could be mentioned about your work and your contribution in a tech blog. Number 4, judging the work of others in your field. That means you have been involved in judging, mentoring the work of others who are in the same field as yours. And a very common example for this would be judging at hackathon, at competitions. Number 5, original significant contributions to your domain. So this would be an example that I mentioned earlier of how one of my clients contributed to a feature of his company's main product, which ended up doing really well. So any original significant contribution to your domain of work would come under this criteria. That's the first five. Now we have three more left. The sixth one is authorship of scholarly articles or publications. So if you have authored, written, published articles, publications, it could be in blogs, it could be in white papers, all of that would count under this. Number seven, serving in a lead or a critical role at a distinguished organization. Now, this lead or critical role really depends on the scale of the organization. If it's big companies, big corporations, then even tech lead or product lead counts. If it's a startup or a small organization, then we would be looking at roles at the CXO level, like a CTO or a CEO. And the last one, receiving a high salary or compensation compared to your peers. So basically, they're going to look at what is the average salary for somebody with your experience and qualification and see if your salary is higher or more significant compared to the average. So here are your 8 criterias, quickly running through it. It's national, international awards or prizes, memberships that require outstanding achievement, media coverage or published material about your work, judging the work of others, any original significant contribution that you have made in your domain, authorship of scholarly articles and publication, serving in a critical role, and receiving a high salary. And remember, out of these 8, you need to meet at least 3. So in the subsequent videos, we are actually going to go into more details of these criteria and explain to you how exactly you can build your profile around these criteria and give you more examples, more insights into it. So we have an exclusive O-1 playlist. So do subscribe to this playlist so that you will get notified about these videos. Now the next part of the video is really important and we'll be discussing how much it costs to get a O-1 visa. At a very broad level, there are 2 types of fee, the government fee and the legal fee. The government fee is a fee that you would be paying USCIS, and this consists of the filing fee, which is about $1,000, plus you will be paying a fee for premium processing, because this will ensure that you get the reply within 15 business days. Otherwise, it can take months to get a reply from USCIS. And this fee is about $3,000. So your total government fee will be around $4,000. Of course, there might be some additional charges, and also these fees keep changing over time. So make sure to check the USCIS website at the time of your filing for the exact fees. The second fee is the legal fee, and this is variable. It really depends on who you work with and how much help you take. And here's where I want to tell you about Manifest Law. Manifest Law is a US-based immigration firm. They've been doing a lot of work in the field of talent visas. In fact, they have a 96% approval rate for O-1 visa. And this is because they have top experienced immigration lawyers with them. Plus, they're really credible. They even offer a visa approved or a money back guarantee on certain plans. The best thing I like about them is how approachable they are. You can interact with their lawyers on their social media platforms. They regularly put content on Instagram, YouTube. They also host webinars. In fact, just about last week, we had a webinar with one of the lawyers from Manifest Law, and we have more webinars coming up. So do stay tuned for that. And here's the best part. This is what I told you in the beginning of the video. Manifest Law is offering a free consultation for the viewers of this channel. So you have the opportunity to get a free consultation with one of the lawyers of Manifest Law for your O-1 visa application. The link for booking this is right below in the description box. So do click on the link, just complete a quick quiz, and you could be eligible for this free consultation. I hope you're finding this video useful. If you're still here, still watching the video, do comment below O-1 and let me know. So go to the comment section, put a comment O-1, and I would know that you have watched till this part of the video. Coming to the next part, one bonus tip that I would like to share about O-1 visa is start early. Starting early gives you enough time to plan things properly and enough flexibility and leeway to switch and change things around if required. And this also brings me to what are the timelines for an O-1 visa. So the first phase would be the preparation phase, where you would be preparing your profile, preparing the documents, preparing all the evidence, and doing all of the writing work that would be involved. And this preparation phase can be anywhere around 3 months to 6 to 8 months, depending on which stage your profile is in and how much work it really needs. In my case, I remember that when we were preparing for our talent visa, it took us roughly about 2 to 3 months to get this evidence and all the documents ready. The next phase comes the filing phase. This is where you will be filing your documents for the USCIS, and completing all of this can take about 2 weeks. And the third phase is waiting for USCIS, the result. And this could be about 15 business days if you opt for premium processing, or it could take 6 to 7 months if you opted for the regular processing. So overall, I would say that the timeline would be anywhere between 6 months to a year, depending on your application and from where you start for the O1 process. So in this video, we have covered what is the O1 visa, what are the eligibility criteria for O1A, what are the costs involved, and who is eligible. I really hope that you found all of this useful. In the subsequent videos, we're going to go deeper into the criteria for O1 and helping you prepare for that. So do subscribe and check out the O1 playlist, and make sure to join our WhatsApp community to get more real-time help, support, and updates on the O1. If you have any more questions, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. You can also DM me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is @shachi.mal. And if you're on a H1B visa, then I do highly recommend that you check out this video, which gives a comparison between H1 and O1 and tells you about all your options. Signing off for now. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.